You don't talk about it, but you feel it every day. That low hum of discomfort. The way you tense up before bed, knowing you'll be up again in a few hours. The way you hesitate before heading out, scouting bathrooms just in case. The intimacy that's not what it used to be. The energy that once powered through your day gone. And through it all you wonder, is this just aging? I'm Claire Morgan, and for over 20 years, I've walked this path with men just like you, men who've served their families, their careers, their communities, and now quietly carry the burden of a body that feels like it's slipping out of their control. Here's the truth. What you're dealing with isn't just getting older. In many cases, it's a swollen, irritated prostate, quietly inflamed, pressing on your bladder, robbing you of rest, strength, and even your confidence. But there's good news. One small fruit, a fruit you've probably seen 1,000 times, has the power to change everything when used correctly. And no, it's not a pill, not a gimmick, not another supplement promising the moon. It's nature's real solution. Cranberries. Now before you roll your eyes, thinking cranberries are just for women's health or Thanksgiving side dishes, listen closely. Modern research is turning everything we thought we knew upside down. Cranberries, when used the right way, can shrink the prostate, calm the inflammation at its root, and bring back the kind of comfort and control you thought was gone forever. Studies show they can improve urinary flow, reduce urgency, and even help you sleep through the night again. One of my patients, 67 years old, hadn't had a full night's sleep in over a year. 5 or 6 bathroom trips a night. Exhausted, frustrated, embarrassed. We made one small change. 8 ounces of unsweetened cranberry juice every evening. 6 weeks later, he came back different. Rested, clearer eyes. He said, "I feel like I've got my life back. That's what I want for you." Over the next few parts of this video, I'll show you exactly why cranberries work so well, and how 5 specific fruits, cranberries included, can help you shrink your prostate naturally, improve circulation, and restore your strength. If you've tried natural remedies before but didn't notice a change, this is the missing piece. So type yes in the comments if you've ever tried cranberries for prostate support. Or I know if this is all new to you. I read every comment because your story matters. Coming up next, the single compound inside cranberries that's quietly changing how doctors treat BPH, and how to get the right kind without wasting your time or money. Most men don't realize this, but cranberries contain a hidden nutrient that targets prostate inflammation like a laser. It's called proanthocyanidins, or PACs. Specifically, type A PACs. These are powerful bioactive compounds, and they do something remarkable inside your body. They block the very molecules that trigger swelling in your prostate. Think of it like this. Your prostate, when inflamed, is like a sponge soaked in fuel, irritated, bloated, and pressed against your bladder. Type A PACs act like firefighters. They calm the fire. They reduce the swelling. They ease that pressure. One clinical study showed men who took cranberry extract daily saw their prostate inflammation drop by up to 30%. That's not just a small change. That's the difference between waking up 5 times a night and maybe just once. Another study tracked IPSS, the International Prostate Symptom Score. That's the scale doctors use to measure how bad your BPH symptoms are. After just 6 months, men improved by 25% on average. That's science. That's measurable. That's real relief. But here's the key, and it's something I see most men miss. Not all cranberry products work. The sweetened cranberry juice in the grocery store, the one loaded with sugar, cancels out the benefits. Sugar feeds inflammation. It's like pouring gasoline on the fire. What you want is pure, unsweetened cranberry juice, or a high-quality cranberry extract supplement standardized to type A PACs. Here's what I recommend in my clinic. 8 ounces of unsweetened cranberry juice per day, morning or night, your choice. Or, if you prefer capsules, look for 500 milligrams of cranberry extract with at least 36 milligrams of PACs. Either option can work. The key is consistency. Take it daily. Give it at least 6 weeks. Most men feel results within that window: better flow, fewer nighttime trips, deeper sleep. And when it works, the difference is hard to ignore. You stand up without bracing. You sleep through the night without interruptions. You feel calmer, more in control. It's not magic. It's not hype. It's your body finally getting what it needs to heal. And that's just the beginning. In the next part, I'll introduce another fruit, one most people think of as a snack, that quietly boosts testosterone and strengthens the prostate at the same time. It's not just about peeing less. It's about feeling more like yourself again. Let's talk about a fruit you've probably eaten your whole life, but never realized how powerful it could be for your prostate and hormones. Red grapes. Sweet, simple, familiar. But inside every bite is a compound that works deep within your body, especially as you age. It's called resveratrol. Resveratrol is a natural antioxidant found in the skin of red grapes. And it's one of the key reasons why the Mediterranean diet, so rich in grapes, olive oil, and fresh vegetables, has been shown to support longevity and male vitality. Here's what resveratrol does for your prostate and your manhood. It lowers estrogen, yes, even men produce small amounts of it, and brings balance back to your hormones. It supports healthy testosterone production, which is vital for energy, muscle strength, mental clarity, and libido. And most importantly, it reduces inflammation inside the prostate, helping relieve pressure and discomfort. In my practice, I once worked with a retired firefighter named Ben. He was 67, fit, proud, strong-willed, but lately he said he just didn't feel like himself. His drive was gone. His sleep was broken. He was worried something deeper was happening. During our session, I asked him about his eating habits. He mentioned he had red grapevines in his backyard, but rarely touched them. I told him, start eating 1 to 2 cups of red grapes every day. Make it a habit. 6 weeks later, he walked into my clinic with a new spark in his eye. He smiled and said, I feel like I've got my drive back. And my sleep's finally decent too. That's the resveratrol at work. But it doesn't stop at the prostate. Resveratrol also improves blood flow by protecting the lining of your blood vessels. That means better circulation not just for your heart, but for every system that depends on strong blood flow, your brain, your muscles, and yes, your reproductive organs too. It even helps improve insulin sensitivity, which keeps your blood sugar steady, critical for energy and long-term health. Now, how do you get more of this healing compound into your life? Here's what I recommend. Eat 1 to 2 cups of red grapes per day with the skins. If juice is easier, choose pure red grape juice with no added sugar. Or for simplicity, consider a resveratrol supplement, but be sure it's from a trusted source with good third-party testing. The key is consistency, not perfection. Red grapes are easy, affordable, natural, and when you use them with purpose, they help bring back something many men think they've lost: a sense of strength, vitality, and control. Up next, I'll share one of the most misunderstood fruits in men's health. It's been called nature's medicine by researchers, and it holds a surprising key to shrinking the prostate and calming your entire system. You've heard the saying your whole life: an apple a day keeps the doctor away. But what if I told you, for men over 60, apples may do something even more important? They help keep your prostate calm, your hormones steady, and your confidence intact. Let me introduce you to the powerhouse compound inside apples: quercetin. Quercetin is a natural flavonoid. Think of it as a microscopic firefighter. It travels through your body, finds inflamed tissue, and helps put out the flame. For men struggling with an enlarged prostate, that means less swelling, fewer bathroom trips, deeper, uninterrupted sleep. One of my patients, Mark, 64 years old, came in looking exhausted. He said, Doc, I feel like a prisoner to my bladder. He was waking up 4 or 5 times a night, struggling to focus at work, and avoiding intimacy out of sheer frustration. He was tired of it all. I gave him a simple assignment: eat 2 apples a day. 1 in the morning, 1 after dinner. Keep the skin on, that's where most of the quercetin lives. 8 weeks later, Mark walked in with his head held higher. His words: I didn't realize how much this was wearing me down until it stopped. And he wasn't exaggerating. Studies show that quercetin not only reduces inflammation inside the prostate, it also protects your cells from oxidative stress, the kind of slow, internal damage that contributes to disease and premature aging. But here's what makes apples special. They don't just treat symptoms. They support the entire hormonal system. The fiber helps your body eliminate excess hormones. The antioxidants support liver detox, easing your body's burden. The natural sugars are slow burning, giving steady energy without a crash. It's a full-spectrum fruit, affordable, Accessible. Powerful. How to use it. Choose organic apples when possible. They contain fewer pesticide residues that could interfere with hormone health. Eat them raw with the skin. Or slice them into oatmeal, blend them into smoothies, or pair them with nut butter for a blood sugar-friendly snack. This simple shift, 2 apples a day, has helped dozens of my patients feel better, sleep deeper, and reconnect with the confident version of themselves. And we're only just getting started. There was a time when anything with fat was labeled the enemy. Men were told to skip the yolks, throw away the butter, and definitely avoid avocados. But now we know better. And science is finally catching up to what traditional cultures have known for centuries. Healthy fat isn't your enemy. It's one of your greatest allies. And avocados? They are one of the most powerful tools for men over 60, especially when it comes to prostate health and hormone support. Let me explain. Inside that soft green flesh is a unique plant compound called beta-sitosterol. It's a naturally occurring sterol, kind of like cholesterol, but from plants, that's been shown in clinical studies to reduce prostate swelling, ease urinary symptoms, and even improve urinary flow. In fact, one large study found that beta-sitosterol significantly relieved the frequency, urgency, and incomplete emptying that plague men with BPH. But that's just the beginning. Avocados are packed with monounsaturated fats, which fuel natural testosterone production. And as you may know, low testosterone doesn't just affect your libido, it touches everything. Your mood, your muscle strength, your motivation, even how your body stores fat. When testosterone is low, life feels heavier, slower, foggy. When testosterone stabilizes, you feel clearer, stronger, more you. Let me tell you about Carl. He was 69 when he came to me, burned out, frustrated, and waking up every 2 hours at night. He thought it was just age. I told him, half an avocado every day. That's your assignment. He looked skeptical but agreed. 6 weeks later, Carl was sleeping through the night. His mood was more upbeat. His energy in the afternoons? Much better. And the best part? His confidence returned. That steady, grounded feeling he thought was gone. That's the magic of real food. Here's how you can start. Half to 1 avocado per day. Add it to your salad, spread it on whole grain toast, toss it in a smoothie, or just eat it plain with a spoon and sea salt. Keep it simple. Keep it consistent. Avocados also bring other bonuses. Potassium, which protects your heart and blood pressure. Fiber, which helps clear out excess hormones. And B vitamins, which support energy production and mood balance. This fruit doesn't just soothe your prostate, it supports your entire system. Now I'll reveal a fruit that's not a fruit, technically a vegetable, but it holds the most studied compound in prostate health history. You've probably eaten it your whole life, but when prepared right, it becomes one of the strongest defenders against prostate problems. This next food is technically a fruit, though most of us treat it like a vegetable. It's rich, juicy, and often overlooked. But it contains one of the most heavily researched compounds for prostate health, lycopene. What am I talking about? Tomatoes. Yes, tomatoes. Not exactly flashy, but don't let that fool you. Inside every tomato is a reservoir of healing potential for your prostate. Lycopene is the pigment that gives tomatoes their red color. But it's much more than that. It's a potent antioxidant that goes directly where it's needed most. Your prostate tissue. That's right. Lycopene doesn't just float around your body. It concentrates inside your prostate, more than almost any other organ. That's why its effects are so powerful for men facing BPH, inflammation, or rising PSA levels. Here's what lycopene does. Reduces inflammation at the cellular level. Protects DNA and tissues from oxidative stress. Helps stabilize abnormal cell growth. Improves hormone balance within the prostate. One of my patients, David, 72 years old, came in with elevated PSA levels and constant discomfort. He was waking up multiple times each night. The pressure, the urgency, it was draining him. Instead of rushing to procedures, I gave him one clear assignment. Eat cooked tomatoes at least 5 times a week. He added tomato paste to soups, roasted cherry tomatoes with dinner, and made a habit of a small bowl of tomato-rich chili every Sunday. 6 months later, his PSA levels stabilized. His sleep improved. And for the first time in a year, he told me, I feel like my body's working with me again. And that's the key: cooked tomatoes. When you cook them, lycopene becomes up to 4 times more absorbable. Raw tomatoes are good, but heat unlocks their true potential. Here's how to use them. Add tomato paste to sauces and stews. Roast grape tomatoes in olive oil with garlic and herbs. Enjoy tomato-based soups, like minestrone or bisque. Even just a spoonful of tomato paste daily can make a difference. Lycopene also supports your heart, circulation, and protects your testosterone from oxidative damage, keeping your energy, mood, and drive more stable. So yes, this everyday food might be the most important one for your prostate after 60. And when you combine it with the others we've covered, cranberries, grapes, apples, avocados, you're building a nutritional shield around your health. Now I'll share how these 5 fruits work together to amplify each other's power, and why food synergy may be the missing link in your healing journey. Up until now, we've talked about 5 powerhouse fruits: cranberries, red grapes, apples, avocados, and tomatoes. Each one does something unique for your prostate. Cranberries calm inflammation and improve urinary flow. Red grapes balance hormones and support testosterone. Apples cool swelling and stabilize hormones. Avocados nourish your endocrine system and restore strength. Tomatoes target your prostate directly, protecting and repairing tissue. Each one is strong on its own, but what happens when you put them together? That's when the real magic happens. It's called food synergy, and it's the principle that natural compounds work better together than in isolation. Here's how it works in your body. Lycopene from tomatoes is better absorbed when eaten with healthy fats, like those found in avocados. Flavonoids in apples and grapes help your body circulate antioxidants more efficiently, so they reach your prostate faster. The fiber in apples and avocado helps eliminate excess estrogen, which reduces hormone-driven swelling in the prostate. Cranberry packs reduce inflammation, creating a calm zone that allows the other compounds to do their job without resistance. When you eat these foods together, regularly, consistently, you're not just managing symptoms, you're building a nutritional ecosystem that restores balance from the inside out. I've seen this over and over in my practice. Men who try one fruit at a time sometimes feel better, but the changes are slow, incomplete, and frustrating. But the men who combine 2, 3, or all 5, that's when the results show up faster. Stronger flow, fewer bathroom trips, deeper sleep, more stable PSA levels, and a renewed sense of energy and peace of mind. Now, don't get overwhelmed. This doesn't mean you need to eat all 5 fruits every day. It means building a rhythm, a weekly routine that's easy, enjoyable, and doable. You might have cranberries in your oatmeal or smoothie, a handful of red grapes after lunch, apples as your afternoon snack, half an avocado with dinner, and a few cooked tomatoes in your favorite chili or soup. Simple, flexible, powerful. Let's take all of this knowledge and bring it down to earth, into your kitchen, your plate, your daily life. Because the truth is, real healing only happens when action meets consistency. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet. You don't need to count calories or give up the foods you love. You just need to make a few small, deliberate shifts and repeat them day after day. Here's how you can begin. Start your mornings calm and strong. Add a half cup of cranberries, fresh or frozen, to your oatmeal, or blend them into a smoothie. If that's not your style, drink 8 ounces of unsweetened cranberry juice before breakfast. That one step alone has helped many men sleep better and feel more in control. Mid-morning, reach for something simple. Slice up an apple. Keep the skin on for maximum quercetin. Eat it with a tablespoon of almond butter or just on its own. It'll stabilize your blood sugar, support your hormones, and keep you energized through the day. Lunch can be your hormone booster. Toss some avocado slices into a sandwich or salad. Pair them with grilled chicken, quinoa, or a hard-boiled egg. The healthy fats in avocado don't just satisfy hunger. They nourish your testosterone levels and protect your prostate tissue. Afternoons are a perfect time for a sweet habit. Grab a cup of red grapes, washed, chilled, and easy to snack on. They'll help your blood flow, support memory, and lift your mood without a sugar crash. Bonus: red grapes are portable, perfect for a walk or drive. At dinner, build your foundation. Cook with tomatoes, they're more powerful when heated. Try tomato soup, roasted tomatoes on the side, or a hearty chili with tomato paste. Just a few servings each week have been shown to reduce PSA levels and ease inflammation inside the prostate. No stress, no fuss, no chasing trendy diets. Just 5 familiar fruits used with intention. And if some days you only get 2 or 3, that's okay. What matters most is the pattern, the rhythm, the choice to nourish your body with foods that know how to heal. You don't have to be perfect to see results. You just have to be consistent enough to give your body what it's been missing. And here's the best part. This plan doesn't just target your prostate. It also improves your energy, digestion, heart health, and emotional steadiness. One small choice at a time. And over weeks you start feeling stronger, clearer, calmer. In the next section, I'll show you the most common mistakes men make when starting a natural approach, and how to avoid wasting time or money on things that just don't work. Now let's get honest about something that's holding a lot of men back. You start strong. You try a few healthy habits. You cut back on sugar, drink more water, maybe add a supplement or 2. But then nothing changes. Or maybe you feel a small shift only for it to fade a few weeks later. And so you think, maybe this just doesn't work for me. But here's the truth. It's not that natural methods don't work. It's that most men unknowingly make a few simple mistakes that cancel out the progress before it ever takes hold. Let's walk through the most common ones, so you don't fall into these traps. Mistake number 1. Chasing quick fixes. Healing takes time. Especially when you're dealing with something as sensitive as the prostate. If you expect instant results from a fruit, a tea, or a supplement, you're setting yourself up for frustration. Real change happens in 6 to 12 weeks, not 6 days. Consistency, not intensity, is what rewires your system. Mistake number 2. Using the wrong kind of product. A cranberry juice cocktail with 30 grams of sugar? That's not going to calm your prostate. It's going to inflame it. Tomato sauce loaded with preservatives and corn syrup? It's not the same as stewed or fresh tomatoes. The form matters. Look for unsweetened cranberry juice, whole organic apples with the skin, natural red grapes, not candy-coated ones, avocados in their natural form, not processed guacamole with additives, cooked tomatoes, not processed pasta sauces full of junk. Keep it clean. Keep it simple. Mistake number 3. Ignoring the rest of your lifestyle. Food is powerful, but it works best when paired with the basics. Move your body daily. Just a 20-minute walk is enough. Drink enough water. Hydration helps your prostate function smoothly. Prioritize sleep. Your hormones reset while you rest. Reduce sugar and processed oils, they're silent saboteurs. Doesn't have to be perfect. But if your body is overwhelmed by inflammation, even the best fruits won't shine. Mistake number 4. Going it alone. A lot of men suffer in silence. They don't talk about their symptoms. They don't ask for support. They try to fix it all themselves, quietly, secretly, and alone. But here's the truth. Healing speeds up when you feel seen, supported, and encouraged. That's why I ask you to leave a comment. Yes, if you've tried any of this and know if it's new to you. I read every one because your journey matters. Every man who speaks up gives someone else the courage to do the same. You're not alone. And your body is not broken. It's just waiting for the right support. Coming up next, I'll share a few powerful signs that tell you things are actually improving, even before the obvious symptoms go away. Most men miss these, but they're the first whispers of real healing. Let's talk about something most men miss. The early signs that healing is underway. When you're focused on your prostate, it's easy to watch just one thing: the number of times you're waking up at night to pee. That matters, of course. But it's not the only thing. And it's often not the first thing to change. Healing happens in layers. And sometimes the signs are quiet at first. Easy to miss if you're not looking. So let me walk you through what to watch for. These are the green lights that tell us your body is beginning to shift in the right direction. Sign number 1. Your sleep feels deeper. Even if you still wake up. Maybe you still get up once or twice in the night. But notice this: when you do sleep, it feels heavier. More restorative. You wake up a little less groggy. A little clearer. That's a good sign. It means your hormones are rebalancing, and inflammation is beginning to cool. Sign number 2. Less urgency during the day. You're out running errands and realize you're not scanning for the nearest bathroom. That jittery, anxious feeling is a little less intense. Even if flow isn't perfect yet, Your body is telling you, I'm starting to relax. Sign number 3. Fewer emotional spikes. Prostate problems don't just affect your bladder. They affect your mood, constant discomfort, sleep deprivation, hormone imbalances. It's a recipe for irritability and anxiety. As your body heals, you may notice something unexpected. More patience. Less tension in your chest. More ease around the people you love. That's progress, real meaningful progress. Sign number 4. More stable energy in the afternoon. One of the biggest hidden costs of an inflamed prostate is chronic fatigue. You're always tired because your system is working overtime to manage inflammation. When healing begins, your afternoon slumps start to fade. You feel a little more motivated to get up, take a walk, finish a project. That energy isn't random. It's a signal. Sign number 5. A growing sense of control. This one's subtle, but it matters. You start to feel like your body is no longer betraying you. You feel more at ease in your own skin. Less embarrassed. Less reactive. More grounded. That's the return of something we all need, especially as we age. Confidence. And sometimes even before the symptoms fully resolve, your mindset shifts. You think, maybe I can do this. And that thought alone creates momentum. The men who heal the fastest are often the ones who notice and appreciate these small wins. They build on them. They don't dismiss them or rush past them. They lean in. So today, take a quiet moment. Ask yourself, what's better than it was a month ago? Even the smallest answer counts. And if you don't see it yet, keep going. Healing isn't always linear, but when you stay consistent, it always moves forward. In the final section, I'll bring it all together, with a few words of encouragement to help you keep walking this path with strength and clarity. You've come this far, and that tells me something about you. You're not passive. You're not resigned. And you're certainly not done. Because the truth is, most men don't even start. They accept discomfort as the price of aging. They shrink into silence. They wait for someone else to tell them what to do. But not you. You've chosen to learn, to listen, to take back control one step at a time. And I want to leave you with this. Healing doesn't begin with a perfect plan. It begins with a quiet decision. A decision to honor your body, to stop dismissing your symptoms, to believe that something better is still possible. That decision can happen at your kitchen table, with a spoonful of avocado, in your grocery cart with a bag of apples, in a simple choice to drink cranberry juice instead of soda, in a handful of grapes on your walk, in a pot of tomato soup on a quiet evening. No fanfare, no pressure, just a steady return to balance. I've worked with hundreds of men, veterans, farmers, teachers, husbands, grandfathers, and I've seen it time and again. You don't need a prescription to reclaim your confidence. You don't need a diagnosis to start feeling better. You don't need permission to heal. Your body knows how to repair. Your system is waiting to cooperate. It just needs the right support, and it needs you to show up consistently. So if you're watching this and wondering, can I really turn this around? My answer is simple. Yes. Yes, you can. And yes, it's worth it. Because when you sleep through the night, when you move without worry, when you reconnect with the man you remember being, you don't just feel better. You live better. So let's keep walking this path together. Share this video with another man who needs to hear this. Comment below and tell me, what step are you taking this week? Because the moment you act, healing begins. You've got this. I'm Dr. Claire Morgan, and I'm with you every step of the way.